My name is Maria. I am 40 years old. I want to tell you about my family. Not the family I was born into, but the family I found. This is a story about losing everything and then finding everything again in a different way. Let me start at the beginning. I was born in a small village in Mexico. My birth family was poor, but we were happy. My father's name was Carlos. He worked on a farm. My mother's name was Rosa. She cleaned houses in the nearby town. I had 3 brothers. Miguel was the oldest. Then came Pedro and Julio. I was the youngest and the only girl. "You are our princess," my father would say. He always made me feel special. My mother taught me to cook. "A woman should know how to feed her family," she said. I learned to make tortillas, beans, rice, and soup. We lived in a small house with 2 rooms. We did not have much money. We did not have fancy things. But we had each other. We had love. Every Sunday, we went to church together. After church, we had a big meal. The whole family sat around the table. We talked and laughed. Those were happy times. Family is everything, my father always said. No matter what happens in life, your family will always be there. I believed him. I thought my family would always be together. I was wrong. I was 16 years old when the storm came. Not a weather storm. A different kind of storm. My father got sick. Very sick. The doctors said he had cancer. We did not have money for treatment. We could not save him. My father died 3 months later. I held his hand when he took his last breath. "Take care of your mother," he whispered to me. "Be strong, my princess." Those were his last words to me. After my father died, everything fell apart. My mother was so sad. She cried every day. She stopped eating. She stopped cleaning houses. She just sat in her chair and stared at nothing. Miguel, my oldest brother, had to quit school. He got a job at a factory to support the family. But the money was not enough. Pedro and Julio were angry all the time. They started drinking. They got into fights. They stopped coming home. I tried to hold the family together. I cooked. I cleaned. I took care of my mother. But I was just 16. I was still a child myself. One night, Miguel came home late. He sat down at the table. He looked tired and old. "Maria," he said, "I have to tell you something." "What?" I asked. "I'm leaving," he said. "I'm going to America, to the United States. I can make more money there. I can send money home to help the family." "No," I cried. "You can't leave us." "I have to," Miguel said. "It's the only way." 2 weeks later, Miguel crossed the border. He called us once to say he arrived safely. Then we never heard from him again. Pedro and Julio left too. They went to Mexico City to find work. They said they would send money. They never did. It was just my mother and me, alone. My mother never recovered from my father's death. She got smaller and smaller. She stopped talking. She stopped living. One morning, I went to wake her up. She did not wake up. She had died in her sleep. I was 17 years old. I had no parents. I had no brothers. I was completely alone. The neighbors helped me bury my mother. They gave me a little money. They said they were sorry. "What will you do now?" they asked. "I don't know," I said. I stayed in our small house for 1 more week. But I could not pay the rent. The landlord told me to leave. I packed my few clothes in a bag. I looked at the house one last time. This was where I grew up. This was where my family lived. This was where we were happy. Now it was just an empty house. My family was gone. I walked away. I did not look back. I went to Mexico City. I did not know where else to go. Maybe I could find my brothers. Maybe I could find work. The city was big and scary. So many people. So much noise. I felt lost. I found a cheap room in a bad neighborhood. I shared the room with 3 other girls. We each had a small bed. Nothing else. I got a job cleaning offices at night. The work was hard. The pay was small. But I needed money to survive. Every day was the same. I woke up in the afternoon. I ate a little food. I went to work. I cleaned offices all night. I came home in the morning. I slept. Then I did it all again. I had no friends. I had no family. I was so lonely. Sometimes I cried myself to sleep. I thought about my father. I thought about my mother. I thought about my brothers. Where were they? Did they think about me? I felt like I was disappearing. Like I was becoming nothing. One night I was cleaning an office. I found a magazine on a desk. There was a picture of a family. A mother, a father, and 3 children. They were smiling. They looked so happy. I started crying. I wanted a family again. I wanted to belong to someone. I wanted someone to love me. I will find a family, I said to myself. Somehow I will find a family again. When I was 19, I met Juan. He worked at a restaurant near my building. Sometimes I went there to buy cheap food. Juan was 25. He was tall and handsome. He had a nice smile. "You always look so sad," Juan said to me one day. "What's wrong?" "Nothing," I said. "Everyone has something wrong," Juan said. "You can tell me. I'm a good listener." I don't know why, but I told him. I told him about my father dying, about my mother dying, about my brothers leaving, about being alone. Juan listened. He did not interrupt. When I finished, he said, "I'm sorry. That's very hard. But you're not alone anymore. You have me now. I'll be your friend." And he was. Juan became my friend. We talked every day. He made me laugh. He made me feel less alone. After 3 months, Juan asked me to be his girlfriend. I said yes. After 6 months, Juan asked me to marry him. I said yes to that too. "We'll be a family," Juan said. "Just you and me. We'll take care of each other." I was so happy. Finally, I would have a family again. Juan and I got married. It was a small wedding. Just us and a few friends. I wish my parents could be there. I wish my brothers could be there. But they were gone. "It's okay," Juan said. "We're starting our own family now." We moved into a small apartment together. Juan got a better job at a factory. I kept cleaning offices. We saved every peso we could. 1 year later, I got pregnant. I was so excited. I was going to be a mother. I was going to have a baby. My family was growing. Juan was excited too. "I'm going to be a father," he said. "I'm going to be the best father in the world." Our daughter was born on a beautiful spring day. We named her Rosa, after my mother. She was perfect. She had dark hair and brown eyes. She had Juan's smile. When I held Rosa for the first time, I cried. But these were happy tears. "I have a family again," I whispered. "Thank you, God. I have a family again." 2 years later, we had another baby, a son. We named him Carlos after my father. He was strong and healthy. Then 2 years after that, we had another son. We named him Miguel, after my oldest brother, the brother I never heard from again. Our apartment was too small for 5 people, but we managed. The children slept in one room. Juan and I slept in the other room. It was crowded, but it was home. I stopped working to take care of the children. Juan worked long hours to support us. He was a good father. He played with the children. He helped me at home. He loved us. Every Sunday, we went to church together. After church, we had a big meal. The whole family sat around the table. We talked and laughed. It reminded me of my childhood. of my first family. But this was better, because this was my family. The family I made. The family I chose. Family is everything, I told my children. No matter what happens in life, your family will always be there. The same words my father said to me. When Rosa was 8, Carlos was 6, and Miguel was 4, something terrible happened. Juan was working at the factory. There was an accident. A machine broke. Juan was hurt. Very badly hurt. They took him to the hospital. I rushed there with the children. We waited for hours. Finally, a doctor came out. Your husband will live, he said. But his back is badly injured. He may never walk again. I felt like the world was ending. Not again. Please, God, not again. Juan was in the hospital for 2 months. When he came home, he was in a wheelchair. He could not work. He could not walk. He was in pain all the time. I'm sorry, Juan said to me. I'm sorry I can't take care of you anymore. Don't say that, I said. We're a family. We take care of each other. But I was scared. So scared. How would we survive? We had no money. Juan couldn't work. I had 3 children to feed. I thought about my first family. How we fell apart after my father died. I was terrified it would happen again. The next 2 years were the hardest years of my life. I got 2 jobs. During the day, I cleaned houses. At night, I cleaned offices. I barely slept. I was exhausted all the time. Juan was depressed. He felt useless. He felt like he was a burden. Maybe you should leave me, he said one day. Maybe you should find a man who can take care of you. Never, I said. You are my husband. You are my family. I will never leave you. The children helped as much as they could. Rosa, at 8 years old, learned to cook. She helped me take care of her brothers. Carlos and Miguel did small jobs for neighbors to earn a few pesos. We were poor. Very poor. Sometimes we didn't have enough food. Sometimes I gave my food to the children so they wouldn't be hungry. But we stayed together. We were still a family. One night, I was so tired. So tired. I sat down and cried. I can't do this anymore, I said. It's too hard. Rosa came and hugged me. Don't cry, Mama, she said. We'll be okay. We're a family. We'll help each other. Her words gave me strength. My little girl was right. We were a family. We would survive together. One day, a woman knocked on our door. Her name was Sister Catherine. She was a nun from the local church. I heard about your situation, she said. I want to help. We don't need charity, I said. I was proud. Too proud. It's not charity, Sister Catherine said. It's community. We help each other. That's what family does. And we're all part of God's family. Sister Catherine brought us food. She brought clothes for the children. She helped one get physical therapy. She helped me find better paying work. Other people from the church helped too. Mr. Gonzalez fixed our broken stove. Mrs. Lopez watched the children when I had to work. The priest helped us pay our rent 1 month when we had no money. These people were not related to us, but they treated us like family. Why are you all so kind? I asked Sister Catherine. Because that's what Jesus taught us, she said. We're all brothers and sisters. We're all family. I started to understand something. Family is not just about blood. Family is about love. Family is about helping each other. Family is about being there when someone needs you. After 2 years in a wheelchair, something amazing happened. Juan started to feel his legs again. The doctors were surprised. Keep doing physical therapy, they said. There might be hope. Juan worked so hard. Every day, he did exercises. He tried to stand. He tried to walk. It was painful. It was slow. But he didn't give up. Sister Catherine prayed with us. The church community prayed for us. We all had hope. 6 months later, Juan took his first steps. We all cried. Even the children cried. It's a miracle, Sister Catherine said. Maybe it was a miracle. Maybe it was just determination. Maybe it was love. I don't know. But Juan was walking again. Juan couldn't go back to factory work. His back was still weak. But he got a job at a small store. It wasn't much money, but it helped. I could finally work less. I could spend more time with my children. Life was getting better. One afternoon, there was a knock on our door. I opened it. A man stood there. He was thin and old-looking, but there was something familiar about his face. "Maria," he said. I looked closer, and then I knew. "Miguel?" I whispered. It was my brother. My oldest brother. The one who went to America 20 years ago. The one I never heard from again. We hugged and cried. The children watched, confused. "This is your Uncle Miguel," I told them. "My brother." Miguel came inside. He told us his story. He had been in America for 20 years. He worked hard. He tried to send money home, but our old address didn't exist anymore. He tried to find us, but he didn't know where we went. "When Mama died, I didn't know," he said, crying. "I didn't even know. I couldn't come to the funeral." "It's okay," I said. "You're here now." "I came back to Mexico to find you," Miguel said. "It took me 2 years of searching, but I found you." Miguel had saved money in America. He wasn't rich, but he had enough. "I want to help you," he said. "You're my sister. You're my family." "You don't have to," I said. "Yes, I do," Miguel said. "That's what family does." Miguel helped me search for our other brothers. It took 6 months, but we found them. Pedro was living in Guadalajara. He was married with 2 children. Julio was in Monterrey. He was also married with a child. We had a family reunion, all of us together for the first time in 23 years. It was emotional. We cried. We laughed. We told stories about our parents. We talked about the past. "I'm sorry I left you alone," Miguel said to me. "I'm sorry too," Pedro said. "We were young and stupid," Julio said. "We thought only about ourselves." "It's okay," I said. "We're together now. That's what matters." My brothers met my husband. They met my children. My children finally had uncles. They finally had cousins. Our family was growing. For my 40th birthday, we had a huge celebration. Everyone came. My 3 brothers and their families. Juan and our children. Sister Catherine and friends from the church. Mr. Gonzalez and Mrs. Lopez. Everyone who had been part of our journey. We cooked for days. Tamales, mole, rice, beans, tortillas, cake. So much food. Everyone sat around a big table. Actually, we had to push 3 tables together to fit everyone. There were 25 people. 25 members of my family. I looked around the table. I felt so much love. So much gratitude. "I want to say something," I announced. Everyone got quiet. "When I was 17, I lost my family," I said. "My father died. My mother died. My brothers left. I was completely alone. I thought I would never have a family again." I started crying. Juan held my hand. "But I was wrong," I continued. "I found a new family. I married Juan. We had 3 beautiful children. My brothers came back. And I learned something important. Everyone was listening. Family is not just the people you're born with," I said. "Family is the people who love you, the people who help you, the people who are there when you need them. Some of you are related to me by blood. Some of you are not. But all of you are my family." I looked at Sister Catherine, at Mr. Gonzalez, at Mrs. Lopez, at all the friends from church. You helped us when we had nothing, I said. You didn't have to. We weren't related, but you treated us like family. You showed us what family really means.
Family is love, I said.
Family is helping each other. Family is never giving up on each other. Family is being there. Everyone was crying now. Happy tears. Rosa, my daughter, stood up. She was 16 now. The same age I was when I lost my first family. Mom, she said, thank you for teaching us about family. Thank you for never giving up. Thank you for showing us that love is stronger than anything. We all hugged. All 25 of us. One big family hug. Today, my life is good. Not perfect, but good. Juan still has pain in his back sometimes. We still don't have a lot of money, but we have each other. We have our family. Rosa is 17 now. She wants to be a nurse. She wants to help people like Sister Catherine helped us. Carlos is 15. He's smart and kind. He helps his father at the store. Miguel, my youngest, is 13. He loves to cook. I taught him everything my mother taught me. My brothers visit often. Our children play together. We have big family meals every month. We laugh. We tell stories. We enjoy being together. Sister Catherine still checks on us. You don't need my help anymore, she says. We'll always need you, I tell her. You're part of our family. I think about my father often. I think about what he told me. Family is everything. No matter what happens in life, your family will always be there. He was right, but not in the way I thought. My first family didn't stay together. My father died. My mother died. My brothers left. That family fell apart. But I built a new family, a chosen family, a family made of blood and love and friendship and faith. This family is strong. This family is forever. I make sure to teach my children about family every day. Family is not just about living in the same house, I tell them. Family is about caring for each other. I teach them to help each other. When Rosa has homework, Carlos helps her. When Miguel is sad, Rosa comforts him. They are learning what family means. I also teach them to treat others like family. Everyone you meet is someone's child, I say. Everyone deserves kindness. Everyone deserves help. My children volunteer at the church. They help Sister Catherine give food to poor families. They're learning that family extends beyond our home. Why do we help people we don't know? Miguel asked me once. Because they're part of our human family, I said. And family helps family. Juan teaches the children too. I couldn't walk for 2 years, he tells them. Our family helped me. The church community helped me. That's why we must always help others. We must always be there for our family. The children understand. They're growing up with strong family values. They know what matters in life. Every night before bed, we have a family tradition. We sit together in the living room. Each person says one thing they're grateful for. I'm grateful for my family, Rosie usually says. I'm grateful we have food today, Carlos says. I'm grateful for Mama's cooking, Miguel says. That always makes me smile. I'm grateful for my wife, Juan says, looking at me. She saved this family. Then it's my turn. I'm grateful for all of you, I say. You are my everything. This simple tradition reminds us of what we have. It reminds us to appreciate each other. It reminds us that family is the most important thing. Sometimes I think about what my life could have been. I could have given up when my parents died. I could have given up when Juan was hurt. I could have walked away, but I didn't. I fought for my family, and my family fought for me. That's what family does. We fight for each other. We never give up on each other. Last month, Rosa told me something exciting. Mama, she said, I have a boyfriend. His name is Daniel. I want you to meet him. Daniel came for dinner. He was nervous, but he was polite and kind. Tell me about your family, I said to him. I don't have much family, Daniel said quietly. My parents died when I was young. I grew up with my grandmother. She died last year. Now I'm alone. I saw myself in Daniel, the young girl who lost everything, the girl who was alone. I looked at Rosa. She looked at me. We both knew. You're not alone, I said to Daniel. You have Rosa. And if Rosa loves you, then you have us. You have our family. Daniel's eyes filled with tears. Really, he said. Really, Juan said. That's what family does. We include people. We don't leave people alone. Now Daniel comes to our house every week. He calls me Señora Maria, but I tell him to call me Mama. You're going to be part of this family, I tell him. You might as well start practicing. The circle continues. The family grows. Love expands. Conclusion. My family. So this is my story. This is my family. I started with one family. I lost that family. Then I built a new family. A bigger family. A better family. My family includes my husband, my children, my brothers, my nieces, and nephews. It includes Sister Catherine, Mr. Gonzalez, Mrs. Lopez, and everyone from our church. It includes Daniel, who has no one else. It includes anyone who needs love and belonging. What is family? Family is love. Family is loyalty. Family is helping each other through hard times. Family is celebrating together in good times. Family is never giving up on each other. Family is not just blood. Family is choice. Family is commitment. Family is showing up every day no matter what. I lost my first family, but I found something better. I found the true meaning of family, and now I pass this understanding to my children. They will build their own families. They will include people. They will spread love. The circle will continue. My father said, family is everything. He was right. My mother said, a woman should know how to feed her family. She was right too. But family needs more than food. Family needs love. Family needs presence. Family needs commitment. Today, when I sit at our table and see all the faces around me, my husband, my children, my brothers, my friends, I feel complete. I feel blessed. I feel home. Because family is home. Not a building. Not a place. Family is the people who make you feel like you belong. Family is the people who love you no matter what. Family is the people who are there. I am 40 years old. I have been through loss, pain, poverty, and struggle. But I survived. My family survived. And we're stronger because of it. This is my family. These are my people. This is my love. This is my life. And I wouldn't change it for anything. Thank you for listening to my story. Thank you for letting me share my family with you. Remember, family is everything. Not because of blood, but because of love. Take care of your family. Build your family. Be there for your family. And never forget, you are never truly alone. There is always someone who can become family. There is always love to be found. That is what I learned. That is what I want to share with you. Family is everything. Everything. Now that you've seen the whole story, we would really appreciate it if you rate it from 1 to 10 in the comments. Your thoughts help us improve and make sure we bring you the kind of stories you truly enjoy.